Alright guys, this is the first thing I've ever done on here, so don't mind the noise in the background. I don't have a mic yet for my phone, but I'm gonna start the channel off with an equipment tour, I guess. Like I said, I'm all new to this. This is new to me, so forgive me if I stumble a lot. So right here we have a Sears ST12 with a front blade. I do have a snowblower out there for it. But this one's relatively new to the fleet. It's rough around the edges. It runs barely, but it runs. It's got a dead battery right now, and the battery ain't even hooked up. But this is what took care of snow at the end of the winter storm. It's got a governor issue going on, I think, is what's going on with it. The throttle will stick when it starts warming up. But that's the newest one. I have no clue. I don't have any parts yet for it. I haven't really even dove into that governor issue. It runs, drives. It's got chains and weights on it. That's about all I know of it. It's going to be getting some new tires and all that because they're real dry cracked. I don't have a light on me, otherwise I'd show you. Then we move on over to this little corner, and I got a little 3-point blade right there. I'm still recovering from this winter. It was a heck of a winter. Forgive the mess. The garage is a little bit dirty right now. But this right here is a 1982. Here, let's open up this door. This is a 1982 Allis-Chalmers 5015. And I got this back in the... it was springtime of 2024 is when I bought this. No, this was bought early last year. My bad. It's a diesel. It runs. It's got a little 3-cylinder diesel in it. It runs 2-wheel drive. Right now it's, like I said, forgive me for the mess. I'm in the middle of cleaning stuff up. I was trying to unbury this thing, but it's sitting right now where we got tire off the bead, but hopefully soon I can remedy that because I'm going to be using this old girl here in a few days, few weeks, whenever I get around to it. I'm going to be getting a boom. Someone I know has a boom, a 3-point boom and all that, so I can move some of the other projects or parts mowers out and move stuff around the yard. Don't mind that. That's my air for the shop. I don't really have a stable electrical system in here to run a nice air compressor, so I have a little gasser. Got a little Honda on that. That one's not bad. It's not a bad compressor at all. Don't mind that stuff. That's all a desk that I'm trying to give away, but no one wants to come take it. And then there's the mowing rig buried. It hasn't been started yet this year. It'll fire right up, I hope. If not, you guys will probably see me fixing that thing. This right here is a 1941 Farmall A that I've had since I was a freshman in high school, and it don't run right. It barely even runs, if it runs at all. It's on days where some days it decides it wants to start, others it doesn't. I got to get into it. I might end up having to readjust the valves again and clean out the carburetor and stuff, but hopefully I can work on that eventually. I'm newer to being a mechanic, so working on some of these things is very interesting and tough going for me. Hopefully, some of you guys out there, if anybody watches this, can give me tips along the way for something to look for that I don't really know. Again, there's more of that desk. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to get it cleaned up. Then we got this old girl over here, and this is a 50s Ferguson TO20 or TE20. I haven't looked at the serial number yet. It was my great-grandpa's, but I need to get it up and running. It's sitting on 3 flats, and tires are loaded. I need to get those unloaded and get this old girl up and going. She has a major oil leak. You put a quart in her and 2 quarts come out almost, it seems like. But she'll be getting going soon instead of just being a tabletop like she is right now. I want to start that as soon as I can. As soon as I start being able to afford parts for it, it's hard to find some of those parts that are actually worth a damn. Pardon my language. Oh, let's make our way back here, and you see one of the toolboxes, but got that mower right there. It's got motor issues. It had valves, not valves. One of the valve springs and valves were screwed up in it to where it bent one rod, and I think the other one's in there bent too, maybe. But it'll get unburied, and I plan on taking that outside this year. As soon as I get that boom, because it needs to get out of here so I can rearrange some of this stuff. I'm not working with a very large area as well. It's got a lot of crap. I don't know why I got a lot of crap, but I got a lot of crap and 2 boxes over there. But then we got this little girl right here, and this is my pride and joy. This one, I can't wait to get working on this one. I got some parts ordered for this one already. I'm going to get some stuff for the battery cables too, because it needs a ground from the engine to the frame. But this little Cub 1250, I don't know what year it is. Hydrostat, of course. But I have to run its serial number, but it's in relatively good shape. I got the hood for it over there underneath that box right there. That box was trailer lights. I have a trailer outside. I had some lights on a couple months ago, and I haven't got rid of all the stuff yet. But this will be relatively soon, hopefully. I can't wait to hear this thing going. I love Cub Cadets. They're my favorite out of them. These and the Sears. Step around this one. But I just went through and looked it over real good, and someone's been into its motor. But I don't see why it wouldn't run and all that. So hopefully soon I can get those parts. Like I said, I'm sorry for stuttering. I know I could hear myself. But it is what it is, I guess, until I get used to talking to a crowd. But yeah, this one I'm really excited for. It's got the twin stick on it. It's got both of those, however, are, well, I guess that one is a little better, but both of them are pretty stuck. The valve in there is stuck, so that's got to be something that gets attention. It's sitting on a flat tire. I eventually want to put some Chevron tires on the back and then some V61s on the front. That takes money that I don't got right now, but that'll be coming in the future one. And then the Alice is going to be getting tires. That little ST12 up there is going to be getting tires. Which that one, I forgot to show, but that little ST12, or at least I probably showed it, but I forgot to talk about it. It has a, get you guys over there, but it's got a 3-point link on it. Manual 3-point link for those things is category 0. Let's see here. I got plenty of work that needs to be done and not enough time or money for it all. Slow going. Over in this little corner, kind of got some of the engine stuff over here, the engine crane and engine hoist. But this right here is a little Miller welder that I have. It's a stick welder. It don't run, but I got a carburetor sitting in that box right above my finger. There's a carburetor sitting in there for it. I think that's one of the many issues that thing has. And, well, that's also probably going to be coming up because I want to get that around so I can start welding on some stuff and making other things, because I have quite a few projects that I want to do. But then over here, this one's buried underneath the Cub stuff and some miscellaneous stuff. But this right here is another Sears, and this is an ST16, which is 16 horse version of that. Over there, I believe, is what those numbers stand for. I'm not too familiar with the Sears of these era. I'm new to them. I like the look of them. But it's got the old Tecumseh on it, which I know you guys are in the way there. I've got pretty bad shadows in here. I'm sorry about that. But it's got the Tecumseh motor on it. And as far as I can tell, it moves. So it should run if it can move, and as long as the ignition system, because the ignition system in some of these are bare to find. Don't mind this stuff. Gotta get rid of those chairs. But I got fenders for the deer that you'll see here in a second, and I got the hood for the Farmall M that you'll see here in a second. I can't wait to get these shelf fenders on. You'll probably see that when I go to start working on those two here in the spring. So I'm sort of a collector of junk, as a lot of people call it, but I'm hoping to share my journey with some of you, if you guys find it interesting. I talk a lot. I won't shut up sometimes, but here's another look at that Ferguson tractor. There's the only decent tire on it is that one over there. Holds air still, surprisingly. But over on that table over there, I almost forgot to touch on that one. You gotta kind of come up front for now and go around. Oop, don't mind me. Don't mind my junk. I gotta do a lot of cleaning. I'm planning on getting a lot of shelves in here to help clean some of this stuff. Here's another look at that Farmall A of mine and the hood for that Ferguson. But she just got a rattle can paint job on her. Nothing special. She's special to me because she's my first, but she was the first tractor I ever got out of everything here. So hopefully one day I'll have her up and going. I need a new steering box for it because there's more play in that than anything I've ever driven before. So that gearbox is worn out. I'll just show you right here. She's got a lot of slop, and you can see I'm turning the wheel right there. And nothing's quite happening with those front wheels, so that's going to be fun. You guys might see a rebuild of that if I can figure out, but here's my little work table that I got. Ain't nothing special. I got a chainsaw that I need to figure out what's going on. It's got a brake issue on it, which pretty sure, I don't know if you guys can see down in there right now because I don't got a light. It doesn't look like you guys can, but there's a spring down in here that's broke for the handle on the brake, and I'm pretty sure that's my main issue. I got a redneck shop light up here too, but I got this little motor that I got to get running for my dad at some point. That runs a leaf vac system, so I got to figure that out. I got a spare front grill for a Farmall M. If anyone wants to buy that off me, message me if you're in the northern Indiana side. I'm in the northern Indiana, just not too far from the Michigan border, so anybody wants that, shoot me an offer. I don't got nothing for it. So, and then we're back over here to the little Cub and this tractor. That's going to end up being parts machine, most likely. Well, it's starting to get dark out, guys. You have to forgive me for the light. I don't got best lighting. I don't have a light for this thing either right now. Gotta step over everything. But right here we have a Ford Ranger that's got bad. You guys might see this one every now and then. This will probably be my off-camera project because, well, I like the small engines. I don't like working on these on too much. These Rangers, I'm more of a GM guy. That's my daily driving truck right there. But right here is a little Ford Ranger, and it's a 93, 94, something like that. I don't know, I'd have to look at the title. But it ain't nothing special. Driver door don't open. You have to go in from the passenger side. It's got the little V6 4.0 in it, manual. It's got locking hubs up front because it's four-wheel drive. It's not even, it doesn't have the shifter four-wheel drive. It's a button four-wheel drive, but that'll be all right once I get it running. It's got bad fuel injectors on it. It's got mismatched rims. It really ain't nothing special. I mean, it's got tinted windows, cracked windshield, cracked dash. The dash is all falling apart, which I know you guys can't see in there, and that's my bad for doing this at night, but I'm just getting around to it. But it ain't even registered yet for a plate. But right there's that little snowblower for that little ST12. I got another snowblower over there for an SS16 parts unit. Right here's the Farmall M. It don't run quite right now, and I'm gonna go back around the Ranger and get you guys a front view of this thing, so you're not just looking at tire. But there she stands, and Well, actually, here, give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna turn on the light and see if it'll help us here. Not much, but enough. Still not good lighting, but it's in the middle of me figuring out what the heck someone did with the 12-volt conversion, because it ain't running quite right either because of that battery cable smoke, and it's backfeeding somewhere, so I got to figure that crap out. It was running good, but then it started popping switches and the little starter switch up there, and you guys will see that one too, because that's my favorite tractor out of everything. Right there, that's my dream tractor to get that running. So hopefully one day you'll see that on the channel or in the background. And we got this over here. Oh, I didn't specify, but that's a 1940. So it's real early. As far as I know, it's a 1940. I have to recheck that serial number because I don't exactly believe the person that told me. Not that I don't trust, or not that they'd have any reason to wrong me. It's just I haven't done my research on that one. Then right next to it, we got a 1951 John Deere Model A 2-cylinder tractor, and this thing runs a touch and go. I got to figure out a carburetor issue with this one. It used to run good, but then it sat and it ended up the carburetor going to shit, and this is what those fenders in the back are going on, those clamshell or not clamshell, but those flat top curved fender. I don't know what the right name for those fenders are, but I like the look of them. So one day I'll be getting those on here. Hopefully. Those fenders aren't too bad, and I got them for free. But this one will run every now and then. I got to go through the carb, and then it runs real fast, and I can't figure out what's going on with it, because no matter how I adjust the carb on this thing, it just don't like to play nice. She don't like to run. But if you guys have any questions and want to get a good look at either one of these tractors in the daylight, I'll probably have to come out here and do another tour of it in the daylight, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about, more in-depth one. But if we work our way over to this side, and forgive me guys, it's dark over here. It's starting to get later. But right here we have there's a dark pile right here of 2 Sears decks, a Cub deck, and a bracket for a Cub. If anybody wants any of that crap, I'm selling the decks. I'm not going to use the decks. I have 2 plows that I'm going to be using for both the Sears that are in the garage. And then this right here is a parts unit. It's an SS16. I'm thinking about taking the motor off and getting the motor done. Rebuilding the motor, I don't know yet. Heck, I don't know if you guys you'll have to let me know if you want to see something. I'm even thinking about just taking that motor apart just to see what's wrong with it, what went wrong, because apparently it ran and then it didn't. Something was going on. It started running real bad and then it just wouldn't. And right here, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a snow blower for that parts unit that I'm going to be rigging up. But off to the side, you have my little trailer that I've been working on. But yeah, that's pretty much all my equipment right now. I'm not sure how much I'm going to upload. Like I said, I'm new to this, and it's definitely nerve-wracking. And I sound like a mess right now. It's because I am. I'm not used to talking, and hopefully that'll help me out a little bit by doing this. But hopefully I can get the garage cleaned up a little bit more for you guys, so it's not looking so god-awful in the videos. But I know I'm just recording with a phone right now and all that. I'm hoping to get a GoPro eventually, but yeah, hopefully here soon I can start on some of this stuff and just see where it takes me. Hopefully you guys or some people come along for the ride, see the sign wall grow, because I got a bunch of signs up there. But hopefully I can start diving into some of this stuff here soon. The next video I'm probably going to make is getting this thing running again, because it hasn't been started since early December, before Christmas of 2025 is when that was started. I know that's only a couple months ago, but last time it was started, and then I got an issue where I was plowing and 3-point link on this side decided it was going to say nope, and the pin fell out on this one and it got jammed up in there, so I got to take that off and see if it will unbend itself, and then I got to get this blade put out by the tree. I just got some little things that I might bring you guys along for the ride for as little quick videos per se. Getting that tire is going to be interesting back on the rim because I don't have a tire machine or nothing like that, and I don't even have a bead setter. So video of doing some of that stuff might come up soon, hopefully. So peace out.